Okay. So we will do some indexing to use some logical expressions in here, okay? For example, in FIP2, we can say, R, please select my elements which are less than 10. Let's say I have my FIP, and if I say smaller than 10, and R is just giving me two logical values, truths, if that the corresponding value is smaller than 10, or false if it is not true, okay? It's just giving me truth and false. And if you want to select that elements, you have to do some indexing in here. Let's say I have my indexing rule in here. I want to get the values smaller than 10. If you add FIP and just indexing in here, and you will see that this time you are just getting the values which are smaller than 10, okay? So we can also do some overwriting in here. Please remember my FIP2. Here is my another vector we generated. You can just overwrite some values in here. I have my FIP2. I want to get, let's say, the second element. And instead of 1, I just want to write 100. Okay? Remember my FIP2. And I just changed the value in here. And if you want to see the new FIP2, you will see that your second element in here is going to be 100. You easily change that one, okay? And you can change the values in multiple manner in here. Let's say you have your FIP2 again. Here is my vector. I want to change some multiple values. Let's say my first 4 elements in here, and just 2, 4, 6, and 8. And then you just check out for your new FIP2, you will see that instead of 100, 2, and 3, for the first 4 elements, right now you have 2, 4, 6, and 8. You can just give anything in here, okay? Any question?
May I ask a question?
Sure.
For the logical operations, can we apply two operations at once, like bigger, less than 10 and bigger than 2, for example?
Let's move on. So we can select some even elements in here. You have your, sorry guys, you have your FIP again, and you want to just select your even elements in here, okay? And when you just have your FIP and you index it, you will see you have 2, 8, and 34, which are your even elements in this vector. Okay. Let's generate another vector. Give it a name as V. We combine from 10 to 1, 5, NA, 3.5. Here is my V. So if you want to get rid of this NA value in here, you can do some indexing again. Let's say I want to get rid of, if, remember, you are asking just using is NA. Is there any NA values in my V vector? And here is what I am asking to get rid of, okay? And you can just use also is null, is that null in here. And now you will see that R just get rid of NA values in here, okay? Any question? Hmm?
Hocam bir daha anlatabilir misiniz acaba? Şu
Sure.
izleneyi.
Sure. For this v vector, we have an NA value. We just added this NA in here. You may have it in your actual data points actually. So there is one way you can ask R, is there any NA value in my v vector? Here is the comment. And you will see that R is giving you false, false, false, and one true. It is corresponding to this NA value, okay? And you can just do some indexing. Let's say you can do V is NA, V, and you will just get that value. But if you want to get rid of this NA, you can adjust this guy at the beginning of is NA. Now you have all the values except is NA, okay? Or you can also add is null, then you just clean your data in here. Okay?
Hocam şeyi anlamadım ben. Şu is null var ya o ne oluyor tam olarak onu
Is
anlıyorum.
null is another way that maybe we talk about the null values in R. We may have some null values like 0 over 0. Okay? You want to get rid of these values. So let's say I add it in here. I have my new V. So you want to get rid of this guy and this guy too. And for this one, you add this is NA and also is null in here. And now it's going to get rid of NA and NA and N in here. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
So please remember from the previous week that we may have two types of missing data. One can be NA, one can be NaN, not a number, okay? Or not applicable. So you may have two types of missing values in here. So you may want to get rid of all of them from your vector. Okay?
May I ask a question?
Sure.
I tried it with the minus symbol, but I couldn't get what I wanted. So why it doesn't work?
No, with this part, this is the way. When you just check out for this one, you will see that R is not able to work with this one because it just maybe seeing the first element in here, like -1, you see? And that's why they're just adding this guy in front of this one, okay? In front of is NA, I mean. Okay. Good question, but it is the way how they are programming in R. Okay, guys? Any more questions? Any more questions? Okie dokie. So we can also select by names. I mean, select elements by names. Let's first generate two vectors. The first one is years. And we have some years, 1923, 1948, 1950, 1966. This is my years vector we generated. And we want to give some names to my years vector, okay? So let's say I want to give some names in here. The first one is Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. The second one is İsmet İnönü. The third one is Celal Bayar. And the fourth one is Cemal Gürsel. Do you know who are these people? Hmm? Who are they? Any answer? Who are these people, guys?
Political leaders of first years of our country.
Yes, the first four prime minister of our country. And you see, when you just give the names to your years vector, you will see it just match your values with the names, okay? You have another way of defining your vector with the names in here. Now you are able to refer to individual elements by name after names are defined in here. Let's say you have your years and you want to choose Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. You see, now we are able to just get rid of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk in here. You are always able to combine them. Let's say you want to combine like two of them together. Sorry guys. Okay, now I'm able to choose just two names, okay? Any questions? Any question, guys? So if